Hola chicos, bienvenidos a otra semana. Welcome to another week de español. I hope you all had a great weekend, spending with your family, with your friends, or if it was just to watch the Super Bowl. Así que hoy esta lección vamos a hablar sobre la fecha y algunos anuncios. So we'll talk a little bit more on the dates and a couple of announcements that I have for this class. Así que les voy a compartir aquí mi pantalla. I'm going to share with you my screen. Y bueno, ya estamos en febrero, ¿no? We're in February. And so last chapter, we talked briefly about how to say the date in español. And so hopefully you could remember these three phrases, right? To talk about what today is, what yesterday was, and what tomorrow will be. Así que hoy es, remember, hoy es is used for today's date. Hoy es martes 13 de febrero del 2024. Ayer fue, for yesterday. Ayer fue, and then we say the date, right? Mañana será, is for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be. So, hoy, today, hoy. Ayer, yesterday. Mañana, tomorrow will be. Okay, so this is how we're going to start every week. You're going to start with this, and hopefully you will be able to write the date by yourself without these starters. Okay, so again, these are for you to see now, but maybe in a couple of weeks, I'm not going to provide you with these, so make sure you are taking notes on these. Entonces, hoy es, we talked about in chapter 1 that today, to say the date in español, we switch the month and the day, right? So we're used to writing 02/13, 2024. See, 2 o 13, 2024, right? We have the month first, and then the day, and then the year. En español lo escribimos al revés. Escribimos el día primero. We write the day first, then the month in the middle, and then the year. So it'll be like 13/2/2024. Así que está un poco confuso, pero nada más cambiamos esos dos, el mes y el día. The month and the day are the ones to switch. Y en el capítulo 1, we didn't talk about the days of the week, los días de la semana. So of course we have here the days of the week, que es domingo, for Sunday, lunes, Monday, martes, for Tuesday, miércoles, for Wednesday, jueves, for Thursday, viernes, for Friday, y sábado, for Saturday. So tenemos domingo, so you can repeat after me. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, ¿vale? Tenemos, or you can say lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. Así que tenemos aquí. Entonces, lo que quiero que hagan ahorita, what I want you to do right now, is to write the date in español, okay? Now, in the previous one that when we covered briefly the date, you were supposed to write it, the number, write it out, right? So you had something that looked something like this. And let me just get the whiteboard here. Wait, let me see. Oh, I'm looking into sharing and then the whiteboard. Muy bien. Entonces, se escribe. Okay, so you should have something like this, ¿no? Hoy es, and before we used to write it like this. Hoy es el 13 o 13, right? That el is optional. Hoy es el 13, or hoy es 13 de febrero del 2024. This is what it would look like, right? You have your phrase, hoy es, today is, right? El 13 or just 13, say, to write out the number. 13 de febrero, February, del 2024, of 2024. Now we're going to include the date of week, right? The day of the week. So now this date would look something like this. It's similar, but you're just including the day of the week. So hoy es el, right? O hoy es martes. Today is Tuesday. Hoy es martes 13 de febrero del 2024. ¿Vale? Hoy es martes 13 de febrero del 2024. Today is Tuesday, February 13th of 2024. So see, you just added martes, the comma, and then you continue with writing the day of the week, like the date, right? The number. 13 de febrero del 2024. It is important to note that martes and febrero, right? So martes is a day of the week. We know that we have lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. Okay? So the days of the week, as well as the months, don't need to be capitalized if it's in the middle of the sentence. Right? So we have enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, y diciembre. Okay, they don't need to be capitalized when they're in the middle of a sentence, only if they're at the beginning, but you usually won't see them at the beginning of the sentence. If it's not for labeling, like like at the calendar that we have here, right here, right? We have this calendar. Of course, you're gonna see that the days of the week are capitalized, right? And febrero is capitalized, but that's because they're at the beginning or they're used to label something. And so that is when you would capitalize the L, the M, and all that stuff. However, here, if you noticed, de febrero, hoy is febrero is not capitalized, martes is not capitalized, or febrero again is not capitalized. So again, if they're like in the middle of the sentence, like in this example, then you do not need to capitalize the months and the days of the week. Okay? Entonces, ya tenemos, ¿sí? La fecha de hoy. We already have today's date. Okay, entonces, si hoy es martes, if today is martes, what was yesterday? Right? Ayer fue, what was the date for yesterday's? Or what was yesterday's date? Ayer fue, well, today's martes, and ayer fue lunes. We go back a number, 12 de febrero, because we're still febrero, and then del 2024. Okay, okay, entonces tenemos hoy es, today is, ayer fue, sí, we need one more, we need mañana. Mañana será, oops. Mañana será, we have mañana será, that means that will be. So what will the date of tomorrow be? Right? Okay, hoy es martes, ayer fue lunes, mañana será miércoles. Miércoles 14 de febrero del 2024. Okay, and so when you're writing the date of this year, and that belongs to this year, right? Del 2024, that's always going to be your ending, right? So the only thing that would change would be the day of the week, the number, and of course, the month, right? So we're in class enero. We had last month, enero, or January, febrero, we're in February. And so next month will be marzo. So this one, de marzo, right, del 2024. And so the month that we'll cover is enero, febrero, marzo, abril, y mayo. Mayo is the last month that we're together, but we're also going to be covering the rest of the months in this chapter as well. But when we write the dates in this class, then of course this is what I'm expecting you to write, okay? Hoy es martes 13 de febrero del 2024. Ayer fue lunes 12 de febrero del 2024 y mañana será miércoles 14 de febrero del 2024. Okay, so these three phrases to write today's date, yesterday's date, and tomorrow's date. Okay, And so you'll need the numbers, you need to know your numbers, and you need to know your month as well. Ok, entonces that was it for the fecha, for the date. Así que vamos a pasar con los anuncios, right? The announcements. Okay, so last week you're supposed to turn in your chapter 1 exam, right? On Monday at 11:59, your chapter 1 exam was due. And now I still have to go in and grade all the exams. And if you got like a 30 or 40 out of 50, don't worry because I still have to go in and grade the free response videos or the assignments or the other questions that you have to that you had to upload or write out. I still have to go in and grade those as well. Okay, so don't panic on that. Chapter 2 is this week. We started this week, and hopefully it'll take us only 2 weeks again. So you'll have more videos, more lectures to watch, but we'll see how we go with time. Another announcement that I wanted to make was the assignment. So I've gone into the gradebook and I've seen that most of you are doing really well, and hopefully these lectures are helping with the homework with Connect. But some of you are, I noticed that we're missing assignments, and so I don't know if it's because you don't have the access code yet. If you don't have a textbook and you haven't reached out to me yet, but you are missing assignments, please reach out to me and let me know if your access ended for the Connect. And we do have a resource specialist that can help you with that. Her name is Marisol. Let me just bring out her information here. See if I can do it here. This is her information. Her name is Marisol Corona, and she is our resource specialist for our track. So for communication and languages, you will reach out to her, and she usually knows all of the resources that you can apply for that can help you pay for your textbook. Okay, so again, Marisol Corona, you want to either email her, or you can text her at this number, the 209-451-9678. And for a faster response, you send her a message, an email, or a text and say, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm in Spanish 1. This is my ID number. I need help purchasing a textbook, right? Because financial aid hasn't given me my financial aid, right? I know some of you are struggling with that issue right now. And so if you are in this situation, please contact Marisol Corona. I know there's some a resource that you can apply for, and if you qualify, then they help you pay with your materials, textbooks, and anything else that you would need for your classes. But yeah, you need to let me know, because then if you don't let me know, then I just assume that you're no longer participating or interested in the class, and so then I drop you from the class, especially if you're missing assignments and you're under that 50% right grade for the course. I know I sent some messages over this weekend just to let you know whether you're doing well or not, and if you were going to be dropped from the course. And so to avoid this, again, please reach out to me and an inbox message. Let me know what's up, because if I don't know, then I just kind of assume that you're not interested, and then you get dropped from the class. Now I can do this if, like, let's say yesterday, Monday, the 12th of February, was when I would drop students, right? And so after this, if I drop you from the class, then you are going to get a W on your transcripts. And so that's what we want to avoid. And so if you've been active all this time and then suddenly you're just going to stop doing the work, you get dropped from the class, then you're going to get a W in your transcripts. And I think that affects you with your financial aid as well. And so you don't want to fall behind, get dropped, but then not reach out to me. Okay. Please reach out to me with whatever it is that is going on. That way I can understand and be flexible and give you the extensions for the assignments that you need. Of course, for those of you who have reached out to me because of your textbook or your just financial aid issues, the extensions will be given to you, but also you need to keep me updated and let me know when you have access again. or etc. Okay, so those are the announcements for this week. I just wanted to clear that up, that if you become, if you stop participating at any time for like a week or so, then you get dropped from the course, except if you reach out to me and just kind of keep me updated with what it is that is going on. Okay, chicos, that was it for the announcements. The modules are ready for you, the lectures are ready for you, and the assignments. Again, you do have a whole week to complete these assignments. I do get a lot of messages on Mondays, like at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And yo me duermo temprano. I go to sleep really early. At 9 a.m., at 9 p.m., I'm already in bed sleeping. So again, do not wait until the last day to complete the assignments, okay? Because then again, the extension policy will be implemented if you have a whole week to complete all the assignments, but then you miss all of the assignments and then you're asking for extensions. So again, that time management also needs to be implemented with your routine. Do what works best for you, and try to just skim the assignments before Monday. So if you have any questions, you can ask me ahead of time and I have time to respond. Otherwise, if you send me a message at 10, 11 p.m. on Monday, I won't be able to answer your messages, okay? Vale, chicos, you can go ahead and head over to the lecture for chapter 2. Nos vemos. Hasta luego. Chao.